Oh, I didn't see if my microphone, it should be working. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. This is my Tadaima stream. I forgot that my phone plays sound. Long time no see. I am back from the US of A, and I'm really excited to stream. Actually, the one thing that I really missed when I was away was streaming. I thought about streaming when I was in the US, but it's like illegal to work without a visa, so I didn't want to risk it. So yeah, hi guys. Hi everybody. My good, thank God. Darby is so right. Darby's always right. Hi guys. Thank you. Tadaima. I have really bad jet lag. I literally just woke up. I keep falling asleep at like 6 or 7 p.m. and then just waking up, and then I fall asleep again around 11. No, wait, I wake up at 10 p.m. and then I fall asleep around 2 a.m. and then I wake up at 5 a.m. and then that's how I live now. So, great. You'll be fine. I fucking hope so, let me tell you. But what a wild trip. So I'm still editing the footage from the second video. I haven't looked at it yet. As you probably saw from the first video, I was drunk a lot of the time. The first video is wild, man. I was pretty drunk, not gonna lie. I'm not sure if you guys watched the video yet. Jet lag is the worst, I feel you. Oh my, I don't normally have it that bad. I don't know why. Something about flying to the US just really messed me up. When I go to England, it's not that bad. And it's like pretty much the same journey. Hey, I love the vlog, by the way. Thank you! That makes me really happy. I was surprised, like, not too many, apart from seeing, like, the alligator and stuff like that, and not too many, like, wild stuff happened. Like, I went expecting to see a lot of people wearing Make America Great Again hats, and I expected to see, like, a whole bunch of Confederate flags, but I didn't really see that much of that stuff at all, really. That's also something I wanted to talk about. I don't want to talk about it on my video because I don't really I don't want those videos to be political. I want them to be a little bit more fun, and also like I was staying with my friend's family, and I didn't want to make. That's probably, if you're wondering why I didn't talk a little bit more about politics, it's because I was staying with my friend's family, and I don't know, it would just be kind of awkward for me to make it kind of like political, but I did want to talk a little bit here about like politics. I only saw one Make America Great Again hat, and that was in the airport in Texas, in like a stand. There was like a whole bunch of different like touristy hats, and you could buy them, and that was one of them that you could buy, and I didn't buy it. Obviously, I thought that there would be people wearing them, and I didn't really see any, and I'm not sure if that's because there just aren't that many people that wear them in general, or if it's because of recent climate and like what Trump did to tariffs. That's more Texas and places like Tennessee, Virginia, and Florida. I was in Florida, and I did feel, I was only in Florida a little bit, but I did sense that like the people there are a little bit more right-wing. But I didn't see any hats. I saw 3 Confederate flags. Only one was on a car, and one was on like an old, like a house for someone who fought in the Confederacy, like someone, like a historical house. And once we were driving along, and I saw like some goats, and I was like, whoa, goats. And then as we drove past them, there was a big Confederate flag outside. I was like, racist goats. So yeah, I only saw 3 of those. Yeah. So I think it's also because, I mean, I'm staying with like someone's family, so I'm not. But then again, like we weren't in like we weren't really like touristy areas. Like where we were was like where people lived. So I think I got to see like a little bit of how regular Southern Americans live. But yeah, it was better than I expected in that sense. I expected it to be way worse. There were a couple of weird things that did happen though. People are putting in their flags as they realize their mistake. Yeah, I think that is literally happening because of the tariffs, which is interesting. The goat's butter. You see Confederate flags and license plates where I'm from up north too. That's quite interesting. That's also another thing I wanted to talk about. Wait, what was the other Confederate flag? No, that was it. Yeah, just 3. The only thing that was quite alarming was when I was in Florida and we were doing that fish toss. There wasn't any, I didn't say anything weird, but I was speaking to this woman and like, where we was in the Gulf of Mexico, and she was like, yeah, like Gulf of and then like she like lowered her voice and she was like, we're on the Gulf of Mexico, and then she was like, but you have to be careful because people don't want you to say that, now you have to quit the Gulf of America, like blah 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 blah. And that was interesting. And that came up a few times, like people really obnoxiously saying Gulf of America and wanting people to like reiterate that. That was a little bit strange. I guess that is really annoying. Like, I hate that it's like all arguing about semantics. Hi Nightshade. Oh, also I have my big cut. But yeah, if you're wondering why I look like shit and my eyes are red, it's because I have jet lag and I generally feel terrible, like actually. But it was worth it because the trip was actually very good. Asuna said her family seems really nice to you though. Yeah, they were great. Honestly, they were amazing. They took me everywhere. They fed me everything. There is no way I could have had such an amazing trip without her family. They really showed me everywhere. And I think, like, had I done this trip by myself or even like with a friend, it wouldn't have been as good. It's better to have someone who's lived there a long time because her family knew everything about the area. And they lived in several states because we ended up going to a bunch of states and they knew a lot. I learned so much about fucking country music and this guy called Jimmy Buffett, I think. That's Yumichi's dad's Oshi. He's biased. So we learned a lot about country music against my will. I don't really mind country music though. We were listening to a lot of country music and it all kind of sounded the same to me. I legitimately thought we were listening to like the same 3 songs on repeat. It's all like men saying, I'm leaving my wife, women saying that they're shooting their husbands, and men also saying that they're gonna like drive their tractor or some shit. It was pretty chill. Me looking like a princess and saying, sorry, I look like shit. No, you're very nice, my Maya, but I genuinely, it's bad, man. It's bad. That's why this weekend, because as soon as I get back, I went to work for 2 days, and this is my first day off. I was supposed to go to my friend's house for like a little party, but fucking hell no, I'm like, I stayed home. Margaritaville is a classic. Oh, we were gonna go to Margaritaville, but we didn't end up going. There are so many places I wanted to go to. You guys gave me a lot of really good recommendations. The place I really wanted to go to was Whataburger, and we ended up going there, so I was really, really happy. Modern country is sad and boring. They're all industry plants these days. That's interesting. I know it's like a lot of celebrities are starting to do some like country music, like Beyonce and Sabrina Carpenter and stuff like that. I think if the music is sad and boring, it's probably a reflection of like society, particularly because like I imagine the economy normally hits places like the South a lot worse. So I can imagine that the economy isn't great. Although when I was there, it seemed like a lot of the things I thought would be terrible were actually not as bad. Like a lot of my preconceptions about the US were wrong. I did think that the food quality would be like awful. And I'm not saying it's great, but the food quality was much better than I imagined. The supermarkets were amazing. They were very abundant. I think the issue is just like processed foods, and obviously the portions are a lot bigger. People in general, their bodies were larger than Japan, I guess. However, in my hometown, in England, I feel like the people generally were bigger in my hometown than in the places that I saw. Because I went in a bunch of Walmarts. I went one in Florida, one in Mississippi, and one in Alabama. And people were quite big. But I genuinely believe that in my hometown in England, people are bigger. Like, I didn't see anyone that was, like, giant or anything like that. So that was pretty interesting. Everyone's like, oh, everyone's going to be really, really big, like, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't really see anyone who was, like, too big. But that's also probably because if they're too big, then they would stay at home. So, yeah. These are just, like, my observations. No, the South has great food. Yeah, the food was delicious. I also really think that, for me personally, I think that the South is just way cooler. I didn't really have any interest in visiting, like, New York or California or any places like that. I always wanted to go to, like, Texas or the southern states. And it was chill. It was, like, everyone seemed very chill and friendly. It was nice, like, people would come up to us a lot and speak to us, but particularly because me and Unity, like, we were dressed up, right? And it was great. Like, the first week was nice. A lot of people would come up to us and ask us why we're dressed up, blah, 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 blah. We didn't have a single bad interaction. That was amazing. However, after, like, this first week, I just wanted people to fuck off. Like, I'm from England, where people don't really talk to each other, and I live in Japan, where people don't really talk to each other. So it was like, after a while, I was like, okay, people are a bit too friendly here, actually, like, for me. But it was nice, and it was refreshing just being able to, like, talk with people. And maybe that's something I think Japan could work on, like, just strangers interacting a little bit more, because while I was there, I didn't feel like, even though I was just out of my comfort zone, I didn't really feel lonely or anything. And then probably because I had Unity, but also because, like, the regular people just come up and spoke to me, and that was really, really nice. I honestly do think that I could live in the South. I mean, I could probably live anywhere, but I think if I were to leave Japan, I definitely could live, like, one of those places, one of those states. Mostly because the food was good. Japan is a low bar to surpass for your point still stands. Texas is bigger than Mississippi and Alabama in terms of big people. Oh, okay. Yeah, because when I was in Texas, we only really went to the airport, and there's, you know, people were just, like, it's like a mixed bag. I did love American friendliness. Yeah. That, again, it was like a double-edged sword, but I really, really enjoyed it, actually. I didn't feel scared at all or, like, nervous. People all generally came with, like, good intentions. Had this had been England, people would have shouted stuff at us, like, derogatory things, a lot. But I was expecting at least, like, a couple of weird comments, but we didn't get any. Like, everyone was really, really nice. I think it's also just, like, we were, like, maybe I was lucky, because the same thing happened when I went to Korea. I was in Korea for, like, 3 days, and I had such a wonderful time, and everyone's really, really nice to me. But then other people I know that have been to Korea said that people were all, like, very cold and mean to them. So I think it just really depends. Like, I can only go off my very limited observations of my experiences. So I'm not going to be like, this is society. But from what I personally witnessed, I felt like people were pretty friendly. I live in the Mitten. And is that in Michigan? I don't even know where Michigan. Michigan? I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. I've heard of it before though. not gonna lie. Again, like, I went to the US with, like, minuscule knowledge. Enough knowledge to fill a mouse's ear about the US, honestly. And Josh said, though I felt having a British accent made me slightly more interesting to strangers, I think people didn't really notice my accent until I said I was from England. People were pretty interested about England. But I think they're a little bit more interested in Japan. So, and it's also very awkward to have to be like, oh, I live in Japan, and then they look at me and I'm not Japanese, and I would say, oh, but I'm from England. And then, so I had to make this, like, little speech that I would say to everyone every time. Asuna said, Southern people might be friendlier in any country. I don't know, it might be the warmer weather. Yeah, I think that's the problem with England, or like the UK, is that the weather's shit everywhere. It's like people generally... I heard that in the country, like, I know somebody who lives in Bournemouth, and apparently people are friendlier there. I lived in the country in the UK, and the same as what I witnessed with people in the country in Japan, is that just people are really weird. Like, when I lived in the country in England, everyone in our, like, village had to know each other and everyone's business. And then because my family and I didn't go to church, people were really weird about it. And I feel like from living in the country, I think it's really, really hit and miss in any country. Like, if you live in the countryside... Oh, I forgot the stream goals. Sorry, Darby. Gomenne. My voice is also still fucked up from the jet lag. Thank you so much, though. I will remember. I'm going to stream real soon, and I will remember next time. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I think that, like, living in the country or going to the country is just super hit or miss. Like, where I lived in England, everyone was racist and weird. And it was kind of like the Wicker Man, if you've seen that. And people are really weird about my family not going to church. But there are nice places in the countryside too. And in Japan too, I've been a lot in the countryside. And it can get pretty weird out there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. In Japan, the country can get pretty fucking weird. But also there's, like, the first place I ever lived in Japan was in the countryside, and people also really, really nice. Darby said, oh yeah, that interview was great. Oh, I forgot. I was in an interview or a podcast for, I forget that, I think it's called, like, Unpacking Japan or something. But the interview was, like, the end of last year or the start of this year, I forget. And so I forgot, like, the entire interview. So, like, watching it back, I have, like, what is bro talking about? Like, I don't even know. But yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. The interview itself was kind of unusual because, like, the guy didn't know anything about J fashion, but he was asking questions about J fashion, so it was like, I don't know, I felt like it was a little bit lackluster. But I don't know, I haven't actually watched it myself. I've only watched the things that they uploaded, like the little clips, so maybe I'll watch the whole thing later. Not the bees. Hey, whatever happened to that 3D printed model of you? I have it here somewhere. Okay, here's the creepy thing, is that my cat knocked it over and the head fell off. I don't know where it's gone. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Is this it? Yeah, look, my head fell off. Isn't that weird? And I realized that it was my own narcissism and hubris, because now I know what I look like with my head cut off. And I glued her head on one time and then it fell off again. And I realized that I really just don't want to fucking look at my, like, headless body. Isn't that disgusting? Look at that. Don't make a 3D printed model of yourself, because that's great. Also, like, her fingers fell off. Like, what is happening? It's like a little voodoo doll. Look, her fingers fell off. And also her head, because my cat knocked it over. I thought they were, like, stronger than that. So, I will try to glue it back on one more time. But, like, fuck. The cheese queen has been beheaded! Yeah, like, for real. I voodoo dolled myself. The whole thing just freaked me out. I don't know. I'm not, like, superstitious or anything, but that's fucked. But Please no. Foreshadowing. Oh my god, don't say that. Don't say that. Gore of my comfort YouTuber. Yeah! So I wouldn't recommend doing it because they are very easy to break. Because it just literally just fell like this when my cat knocked it over, and then my fingers and head fell off. So I will glue her head on one more time, but then after that. Also, the face part of this model, I don't know where her head is, but the face part was hideous as well. I was like, Jesus, is that what I look like? So yeah, those are my like political things I noticed about the US. I didn't really have like the experience to like, 'cause we only spoke to people on a very surface level. I want to go back and then speak with people a little bit more deeply. But yeah, that was just like my surface level observations. Seeing the alligator was hella cool, and we did see a possum in somewhere, I forget, but then we were chasing it, and I think I have footage of us chasing it, but we weren't able to see it. I think I really wanted to see a possum. That's something I really wanted to do, but I couldn't see one, only from like afar. But it was really, really cute the way it was running. That's another thing I would have liked to have done, is I wanted to see like more animals. So I have a few more friends that live in the US, and they do want me to visit next year, but that means I will be going to like New York and San Francisco, and then I also have some friends in Canada, so I might do like the northern side next year. But this trip completely wiped me out. Like, it was very, very expensive, so I don't know. It all depends on like what kind of jobs I can get the end part of this year. All Hears Me said, even if your dolls weren't magic, just seeing a replica of you in that kind of state is probably unsettling. It is! Like, I didn't realize how gross it would be to see myself without a head, but that's disgusting. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing this, honestly. If you're like me and you're naturally clumsy, I really wouldn't recommend doing this. Because I didn't even think that this is a thing that would happen, but it happened. I'm hoping to get a 3D printer soon, and then I'm going to start 3D printing stuff. That's one thing I missed when I was in the US, is like, obviously now I'm getting back into doing like 3D models. I worked a little bit on 3D today, but I do want to start 3D printing stuff, and then I can like, I don't know, print like accessories and stuff like that. Looking forward to that CB cameo in GTA. I wish. Where she sells the characters Tenshikaiwai. Oh my god, that would be sick, actually. I would love to be in Yakuza as like an NPC character. Or I don't know. I've been to auditions before to have my body scanned for different games, but I don't think I got any. San Fran is nice. I don't know anything about San Francisco apart from it has a tram. Oh, there was also a tram in New Orleans, but apparently in American English, you guys call that a streetcar, which is funny. Because there is that play or movie, I forget, called A Streetcar Called Desire, and I always thought streetcar was just like a car in the street. So this is something I learned. There's still a fucking language barrier still between me and Yumeji. But yeah, I think apart from that, I didn't get to see any guns. That was I wouldn't say like sad thing, but like I thought I would have seen like more guns. The only guns we saw were in Walmart. We were supposed to go shooting. Oh yeah, that's another funny thing that happened. We were supposed to go shooting, and then the day that we went, it was closed. Because that day was like Confederacy Memorial Day, and then they closed the shop. So maybe they were like celebrating. That was a little bit weird. But like, maybe that was like the only thing that was like kind of strange. Streetcar, it's not called a trolley. A trolley is a shopping cart. I don't even know how you call like a shopping cart, but like the thing that you push. Oh, is it? Wait, is it called a trolley? A tram, right? Like, it's like between a train and a bus. Nolans. Yeah, people were calling it Nolans. It's really, really hard for me to call it New Orleans. I really don't like it. Like, I grew up thinking it was New Orleans, obviously, because of how it's spelled, because I'm stupid. So it's really hard for me to say it properly. Augie said to get your body scanned. Yeah, sometimes game companies will, like, they scan people's bodies. I've done it a few times, actually, for different things. If they need, like, an NPC character in a game. One of my friends is the body of Chun-Li in Street Fighter. Is it Street Fighter? Yeah, of just, like, Chun-Li's legs. And I know a few people whose bodies are used in various games. I've done it, like, a couple of times, I think. But I wouldn't recommend 3D printing your body. Hello, Maha. The trolley problem takes on a different meaning. Oh, I guess it is a trolley then. Damn. That's true, because it is called the trolley problem. So is it a trolley? Is it a tram? Is it a street? Or maybe it's, they change the name depending on the state. Maybe like southern states call it a streetcar and northern states call it a trolley. Too many words. Yeah, I think it's a dialect. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm very jet lagged. I'm very tired. You guys can probably hear from my voice and like how red my friggin' eyes are. Oh my god, that's so cool. You know, the Chun-Li. Yeah, her legs are insane. She has like really, really muscly calves. They're really cool. And so that's why they used her as the body double. Oh, I didn't know they can pick different body parts from people. Yeah, so do you know, like, Resident Evil? I forget the name. It's like Resident Evil, and it has one more name in Japan. Biohazard? Oh yeah, Biohazard. There's a character called Ashley. I know the girl whose body they used for her and the girl whose face they used for her. So they took two people I know and they used the body of one and the face of the other and they put them together. Isn't that wild? So yeah, they do take like different parts from different people. I think a lot of characters are like actual people that have been rendered. And that's quite interesting. Also, why don't you recommend it? 3D printing your body? I think scanning your body is fine. But if you 3D print it, it might break and your head might fall off like this. So I don't recommend that part because this is kind of weird. Also, like, seeing yourself in 3D is a little bit of a weird, thing. Like, as someone who's like a YouTuber and I take pictures a lot for fashion, staring at myself over and over and over again, I think it's not healthy in general. And like seeing your body in like different mediums and is kind of weird. And I didn't really like seeing myself in 3D. I think that people have like a perception of how they look, and so when you see yourself completely in 3D from all angles, I don't know, something about it was weird. Do you call that character a mixture of those two girls' names? No, the character's name is Ashley. She's from Resident Evil. Just said it was kind of better than the character just being 100% one person. Yeah, no, actually that's a good point. Also, like, it would be weird just like playing a game where like every NPC is like a real person and then you can kill them. Yeah, I think that would be kind of strange. But I think it's really, really hard to accurately model like muscles and body parts, particularly nowadays when games are like so hyper realistic. So I think they're forced to use actual people's bodies now. Like most characters at least use a human body as like a base. There's probably also the uncanny valley too. Yeah, I think that was my problem with like the 3D model of myself, is that it looked like myself but like not really like myself, so it was weird. It was just like slightly off. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't want to see myself like that. Oh, weird. That's funny. Fun fact, my face was scanned in Resident Evil Village. I play the fish dude. Is this actually... is this true? My mind. Is this actually true? Are you the fish dude in Resident Evil? That's so funny. It's nice because, you know, it's realistic and attainable too. Yeah, that's true also. Yeah, I'm in favor of them using like bodies of people, because my thing is these days, like a lot of game characters, their bodies are like not realistic, and I'm not talking about like, I don't mind them being like sexy, but a lot of the time they make their waist really really thin. The guy's muscles is just like huge, and it's like a lot of the time a lot of the characters are anatomically incorrect, and I think that part is maybe the dangerous part. I think it's fine for characters to be like really really sexy, but I also think that like developers should try to at least keep them like semi anatomically correct. Like, unless it's like a monster fucking scenario, in which case that's fine, but like if it's like a human character, maybe try to keep it like, you know, human looking. No, it was a joke. Sorry. I thought you were serious, because I felt like they might have used you as a base and then like changed it. I'm not saying that you look like a fish. You don't look like a fish. I'm literally the most gullible person ever. Games used to get a lot of flack for being unrealistic standards, like Lara Croft's boobs. I don't mind games being unrealistic, but I think it's like, there's a difference between unrealistic because like her skin is blue and she's like really really tall and she has like long claw-like fingers, and unrealistic because her boobs are like twice the size of her head and her waist is like this thin and stuff like that. I think that's the part that's maybe a little bit dangerous. The best thing about America is Big Cup. I really recommend you guys getting a Big Cup. I take this thing everywhere, and when I don't have it, I start to like panic. Like, where's my Big Cup? Like, if it's a VTuber avatar or 2D drawing, it's a different story. Yeah, exactly. When they're too Jessica Rabbit, it does put me off a bit. No, it was a self-deprecating jab. I apologize. Well, you definitely don't look like the fish guy, so that's why I was confused. But I thought that maybe they use like your body as a base or something. Try Minecraft game is also a good game. I played Minecraft literally 15 years ago. So, yeah. Jessica Rabbit shifted the world perspective on women's image. Yeah, I think it's also the same with like editing these days. Online, like Instagrammers are starting to edit themselves to like insane proportions, and I am obviously fine with editing because I put my pictures in Meitu and I make my face a little bit smaller and my skin a little bit smoother, and it makes my eyes sparkle and it's cute. But then like when you start like changing the shape of your body, and like I know people who make their bodies really 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 skinny, and they're already skinny, and then they make their body even skinnier, to the point in which I think that it would be impossible. Stuff like that is when I'm like, okay, maybe you shouldn't be doing that, like, actually. And like their face, when their eyes are like taking up most of their face. I didn't used to have a problem with that, but then I've met a few people in recent years who get like really really depressed, and they're like, oh, I really like this Japanese idol, I'll never be as cute as her, blah blah blah. And then she'll show me a picture of the idol in question. I'm like, okay, but she doesn't look like this. Like her head, like for one, like she doesn't have like a Dorito chin in real life, and her eyes aren't 1/3 of her face. And then the people generally like, what? Like, I thought this is what she really looked like. And like people still aren't so knowledgeable about editing. So yeah, stuff like that I think that we should be a little bit careful about. I don't know how we got on this topic. Oh yeah, and the other thing, when I was flying back from the US, the turbulence was so bad. And if you guys know that like I'm already terrified of flying, the turbulence was so bad that my drink spilled all over me. And people in the airplane were screaming, like almost everyone screamed, because the plane just started shaking, and then it like, and I did like a really big one, it went bah, and then the women, the cabin attendants who were pushing the trolley like almost like, I don't know, like all the stuff fell out, and then people's food went everywhere, and then people screamed, so it was just like awful, and so I couldn't really sleep at all on the flight. I think that probably exacerbated my jet lag. Darby said, my wife complained the thermos I got for Christmas in Texas is way too big. There's no such thing as too big. This is huge. Look at this. It's like bigger than my head. But it's great. I love this thing. I always didn't really understand the Stanley Cup phenomenon in America, but this is great. Like, it keeps my drink cold all day. Sometimes even for like 30 hours if I put a little bit of ice in there. And it's just like saving me money, I guess. I just like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I had to wash it out when I got back, but it's like a perpetual juice. I just keep tipping it up, like topping it up with different things, and it's like this fucking Frankenstein juice of all these different things, but it tastes real good. Like, I could not tell you what's in here. You know, like in some countries they make the perpetual stew and they just cook this stew for like 50 years and they don't ever stop cooking it. That's like my juice. That's what my juice is going to be like. Nazreen said, hi, I've been watching your videos for a while, but I'm still a bit lost. Do you live in Tokyo? Yeah, I live in Tokyo. I just got back from the US. I was there for 2 weeks on vacation, but I've been living in Tokyo for 11 years. That would be scary. Yeah, it was very, very scary. Foreign man in a foreign land had a video on a makeup influencer who was overdoing it and made Selena Gomez look bigger in a photo. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I think editing's really, really dangerous, and we should be really, really careful about it. Because I sometimes, when I edit a picture of myself now, I close my phone and then I do something and I come back like an hour later and I look at it again to check that it still looks like me. Because you can get like editing blindness and you can just like keep going and going and going forever. So you have to be very careful. Sounds like something out of Final Destination. Jesus. Yeah. Yumichi is also very scared of flying, so like luckily we were like holding hands on every single plane ride, but we both were terrified. Like Yumichi said after, like she thought that we were gonna die. It was like pretty intense. I had a flight coming back from Okinawa and we had to fly around a typhoon, and that was scary as hell. Damn. Yeah, I hate flying, and I'm really trying to get over a lot of my anxieties, and I'm really trying to do this without any medication. So I thought I would raw dog the flight, and that was honestly a mistake. I've thought about taking anxiety medicine for a while, but the kind of anxiety medicine we have in Tokyo, like I think if I went and asked for anxiety medicine, they would probably just give me benzos, and I know people who had to go to rehab because of benzos. So I don't want to start taking benzos. So I just thought like I would try to like get over my anxiety and fears through like exposure therapy. But it just doesn't work. It just gets worse. And like the flights to the US, I normally have like an alcoholic drink before I get on the plane, and when I get up in the sky I always have another alcoholic drink, and it just helps chill me out a bit. But on the way back, I forgot that like Texas doesn't have like in Texas, there's the law where you can't just walk around with a drink. You have to drink it in a bar. And the bars in the airport, all the drinks were like $20. So I was like, fuck. So I didn't end up getting a drink. And I was like, I'm just going to raw dog it. So the plane bag, which had the worst turbulence, I was completely sober for. And it was honestly just a bad time. So I don't know. Perpetual soup. I do want to try the perpetual soup one day. It's not really perpetual though. Because like, apparently every night they take a little bit out and they clean the pot and then they put it back in. So it's not really perpetual, but we can dream. Never raw dog a flight. Yeah, I don't know what to do because like I don't really want to take anxiety medicine, but I'm also very, very anxious. So like, I don't know. And I thought that like flying more would help my fears, but actually that flight just made me a lot more scared of flying now. I never fucking want to get on a plane again after that flight. Jesus Christ. Nazarene said, 11 years sounds like a lot. Was the shift hard? I'm planning on doing 2 years abroad there or Kyoto, depending on what the uni decides. For me, it wasn't very hard, I think, because I didn't really like my home life in England. So for me, it was pretty easy. But I also went, I went without any money when I first moved to Japan. So that was hard. Like the first month, I didn't really, until I got my first paycheck, I didn't really have any money at all. And I'd visited Japan twice before. And I had a bunch of Japanese friends. So I didn't really receive any kind of culture shock. I've also like lived in a bunch of countries myself before. So like for me it wasn't bad. But I know like a lot of people, mostly like American people, and they get like super culture shock because things are smaller and busier and people can sometimes be a little bit cold and passive aggressive. But for me that was just like England. So I think it really depends where you're from and what your expectations are. But yeah. It's so weird though. Cameras nowadays pick up on more details than the human eye does. It feels like some cameras accentuate them and is unflattering. Yeah. It also it really depends on your camera as well. They showed that like I forget what it's called. Not aperture. Focal length of your lens really makes your face look different. And also I think as someone who takes tons and tons of pictures, the thing I think makes most effect is probably lighting. If you take a picture of yourself in bad lighting, it's gonna look bad. Like it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you look like. Yeah, lighting is the most important thing, I think, personally. Oh my god, I think that my camera froze, maybe. I lost my wire to my camera in the US and I tried to use a different one, but I think that it is not working. Yeah. Okay, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna order a new one. Gomenna? Sorry guys. Yep, frozen. Oh, gomen. Let me see if I can refresh it. If not, I can play Nikki a little bit. But I'm gonna order a new one tonight from Amazon. I don't know why this one is so dodgy. Yeah, I think I left my wire somewhere in the US. But yeah, if you feel like shit when you're taking pictures, I really recommend just finding good lighting. Like it's literally just all about the lighting. And I noticed that the new iPhones are really bad. Like they like whack the contrast all the way up to give the picture the illusion of being like crisp, and it's not crisp at all. It's like it just like I don't know, it accentuates the shadows and lines on your face, but it doesn't improve the picture quality. So yeah, kind of sucks. See if I can find. If I can't run Nikki, then maybe I will finish the live early and then stream again when I get my wire. That sucks. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. Little Yakuza man didn't nick any knickers while you were gone. You're really obsessed with this Yakuza guy. I don't see that. I haven't seen that guy at all. Like, I think that probably I might see him like once a year. He doesn't really like our schedules are like completely different. But I did see the old lady. She came over before I left, and I did buy her a souvenir, and I need to take it to her. But yeah, maybe I'll go drop it over to her tomorrow. Okay, let's see if I can run Nikki instead. There are so many tutorials online about lighting. Yeah, honestly, I feel, because like a lot, when I grew up, I thought I was ugly for most of the time, and it turned out that I just had bad lighting and makeup. Like, actually, I always thought that I was super, super ugly, and it was just that I didn't know how to do eyeliner, and the lighting was bad. So if you have like the best possible lighting you can have is just like if you have like a window in your house, you stand in front of the window and take the picture, you will look instantly much better. Okay, said, yeah, my phone messes up those things. I try to increase quality. If I zoom in a bit, sometimes stuff looks AI generated. Oh my god, same. The worst part is sometimes iPhone makes the background really crisp, and the person, it makes them kind of like, I don't know, like blurry, and it looks like you've edited yourself and you haven't even edited yourself, and that's what I fucking hate. It's like I upload pictures and it looks like I super edited myself, and it's just my fucking iPhone. It makes me so mad. And for some reason the background is always so crisp and nice. Kitty, hi. Sorry, my camera wire fucked up. It's not my usual one. I left my real one in the US, so I have to buy a new one. So I'm just gonna see if I can play Nikki while we do this. Game capture. Specific window, Nikki. Huh. Old cameras were better. No, for real. I kept updating. I swear I'm not gonna get another fucking iPhone again. All my friends with like Samsungs, their cameras are so much better. It's like, why does my phone have like 4 cameras and it's still shit? I feel like with the iPhone, in good lighting, in optimal lighting, the camera is good. But anything outside of optimal lighting, it's just really, really shit. So my next phone, I will not be getting an iPhone. Ugh. Now my OBS isn't working either, god damn it. Okay guys. Let's see if I can find a different game that's not Nikki. Nikki also only lets you stream if you're running OBS in administration mode, which I didn't do, so that kind of sucks. Samsung's automatically enhanced appearance is built in. Ooh, I didn't know that. That was also kind of sucky, like, I don't know. Like, what if I just want to look normal, like myself? Let's see, what game can I play? Okay, let's see if we can load this one up. Delete. Game. There we go. Oh my god, this is the shittest stream ever. I'm so sorry. Resume skateboarding. Okay, I have this game that was gifted to me, and I don't know how to play it. So let's just like be silly while we do this. This game is called Skateboard. Hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Sick. Apple's a gift for all people though. They can have them. Yeah, I think that like the draw with iPhones is they're supposed to be like intuitive, like they're supposed to be easy to use, and I guess they are in some way easy to use. But they're also just shit, yeah. And whenever the new one comes out, my one automatically starts getting shit. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game. Sorry, guys. How do I... Wait, how do I... Pet the bird. How to skate. Here we go. Vision braking, steering, ollie, scram. How do I grind? Left shift. Shift. Okay. Let's see if I can grind something. That's not grinding. Oh, like that. Okay, cool. Fucking hell. Oh, I need more speed. Yeah! Okay, that was kind of sick. Apart from my dad at the end. The capsule chicken. Yeah, I don't know what is happening in this live, guys. I'm so sorry. I am extremely jet lagged. And I'm also not very good at skateboarding, it seems like. This game's kind of fun though. I recommend it. The start of this... No, wait. The end of last year when I was really anxious, I used to play this game a lot to just, like, make my anxiety go down. There's, like, quests where you have to, like, collect stuff. Castle Bunny, hi! My camera isn't working, so we are playing a game about a skating chicken. If anyone has any more questions about the US, please let me know. I'm gonna upload the next video in the next few days, part 2, and then I will resume my normal Japan content. Oh my god. Okay, let's see if we can grind this. Okay, no we can't. Hold up. What else can we grind? Let's try and grind this thing. Fuck. Yeah! Guys, this game is actually much harder than it looks. Okay. Let me just put this out here. This game is fucking hard. I thought that this game would be a little bit easier. Because I thought this was like a kid's game when I got it, but it is fucking not. Yeah. Okay, let's get some speed. Yeah. Woo! Okay, that was actually pretty sick. What was your favorite meal? I think the crawfish is probably my favorite. Like they're kind of like shrimp, and I like any food that you can use your hands with, so I really enjoyed using my hands and eating it. Gumbo was pretty good, and I only had one hamburger the whole time. Like, oh wait, maybe I can grind this thing. Wait, hold up. Let's see if I can do this. Let's get a little bit of distance between us. Wait, hold up. I hate using the shift for anything. Ah, fuck. No! Fucking hell. Nikki looks a bit different today. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I tried to load Nikki, but Nikki only loads in OBS if it's in administration mode. So we're playing this fucking skateboarding bird game. I've been playing Nikki a lot though, not gonna lie. Even if we're supposed to be boycotting it. My friend explained the girl cut to me, and it's really, really interesting. I'm not sure if you guys know, but a lot of people are boycotting Nikki right now for various reasons. And a lot of them do make sense. I'm still playing, but I'm just not giving Nikki any money. So yeah, there's that. I think we pretty much did everything in this level now. Yay. Let's change the level. He's so round and pink. Yeah, you can change the bird as well. Dress up bird, here we go. Any game with like a dress up. I love how extensive the dress up options for this bird game are. I like this little blue guy, he's cute. Gumbo, I'm Creole. Yeah, gumbo is great. I have a gumbo recipe. I love gumbo. I want to make real gumbo. Oh my god, he's a little jester. I got one of those packet gumbos and I brought it back, but it wasn't as good. Oh my god, he's just a little guy. Oh my god, this is great. Okay, that's cute, that's cute. Why are there so many options? Skateboard. Okay, that's cool. Wheels. Yellow. Okay, I think he's looking pretty sick now, guys. I've just realized this game multiplayer is an egg. I did not even notice. There is so much happening in this game. Why are they girl cutting or boycotting Nikki? Oh my god, there's so many reasons. So basically, there was a huge update in Nikki. And fuck. And in the update, there was like a lot of bugs. So that was the first major thing. Oh, this guy gives you quests. There's a lot of bugs, and like a lot of people can't log in, and a lot of people, like, the game is unplayable now for like a large amount of people. That, and it like took away people's diamonds, and people pay real money for those diamonds. So it's pretty frustrating if, you know, like you pay real money and then you log in one day and you don't have any more in-game currency that you pay money for. Then I play Nikki from like the start, and the start is like, the story is supposed to be like an isekai. Dear lord. So like Nikki is like at a party in like the real world or whatever, and she get isekai'd into this like fantasy world, and it's kind of cute and blah blah blah, and that's been the story thus far. But they changed it. They got rid of that original first scene of the game when a new player logs in, and now it's like Nikki is immortal and she's traveling through time, and she's trying to like every world that she enters ends up being destroyed, and it doesn't matter what she does. She tries to save the world, but it still becomes destroyed. And this time is like another instance when she's trying to stop the world from being destroyed. And it's just like, that's a cool story, but also like you just completely change the entire story of the game. Like, it's just really fucking bizarre. Like, they just decided halfway through that they wanted to make a different kind of game, and that meant that players from the start were a little bit upset. And also, like, before, to get a full outfit, you'd only need, I think, 10 pieces. Now it's 11, which means if you're using money, it's more expensive to get a full outfit. So it's just like predatory, and I think it's just like, if it does what a lot of gacha games does, it just like increasingly gets more predatory. Yay! No! 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 But I love a seafood boil. Yeah, seafood boil is great. Oh my god. There's a restaurant in Shinjuku called The Dancing Crab, and they have seafood boil there, so I'm gonna go there and see if it tastes like the one I had in Mississippi, but probably not. Oh my god, Nikki's a Time Lord. Yeah, they changed it to her being like a Time Lord. It really reminded me of Madoka Magica. Like, there's a goddess who never dies, And her and Nikki connect in every timeline, but then they can't stop the world from being destroyed, blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't really mind about them changing the story because I skip every single piece of text in Nikki because the story is just very boring, but I can see why people would be annoyed by it. The 11th piece makes the outfit cost 400 USD to finish the banner. Oh my god, that's insane. That's wild. Yeah, so like increasing the amount of outfit pieces means it's just way more expensive now. Yeah, it's just stuff like that. And Nikki already makes so much money, so I don't know why they felt the need to do this because they're already making so much money. It's just like, again, said it before, I'll say it again, it's just fucking capitalism ruining everything and like corporate greed. Because Nikki is such a good and cute game, and they're gonna ruin it, and like they're in the process of ruining it now. So my mediocre fucking terrible bird skating skills. I don't even know how to. It says if you press F, it says scram. Let's try that. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, cool. Glad I edited that part. He's like glitching out. The fuck? Isn't there a way to make him like faster? Flip trick. Oh, what's a flip trick? E. Did you see my cool flip trick? Guys, I don't know how to play this game. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like I need more speed. Why isn't he? Okay, let's just pet the bird. Oh, please come to complete stop before petting the bird. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's cool. You can pet him. I don't think he likes this. It looks like he's not enjoying it. Left shift is boop. Okay. Boop. Boop. Oh, he likes this. He likes this. Okay, cool. I ranted about that on my live. These bears, why are they so friend-shaped? I wanted to get a pet bird, but I have 2 cats and my cats would eat it, so yeah. I mean, changing the story affects the whole roleplay aspect. Yeah, it just takes you, it's like, it's impossible to be immersed in something that they just keep changing the story. And the new story also doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It just came out of really left field, and if they're gonna do that once, they might do it again. So it just like, people just don't really trust the company anymore. It's just very sad, honestly. It's the same company that that makes Love and Deep Space, and I'm not sure about the Love and Deep Space community, but I don't think they've had like these problems. So I don't know. It's just disappointing. No. Italy have a single Twitter account made so many games. Add a petting option. Oh, I know exactly which Twitter account you're talking about too. I like that you can pet the animals in games now. It's fun. Okay, let's skate another park. I'm already really bored of this game. Skate heaven. Okay, here we go. Damn, dark. Hi, Just Marius. My wire broke. So, oh my god, there's a giant seagull. And my wire broke, so, and we can't play Nikki, so we're playing this skating bird game and talking about how people are boycotting Infinity Nikki. Oh, I'm not boycotting it. I just, I can't run it without doing, like, changing some specific settings on my computer. Oh my god, I am dog shit at this game. It's, like, not even funny. Okay, let's just, like, go up here. So yeah, I'm gonna get another wire for my camera so I can do a proper live, maybe the day after tomorrow, when I'm not really jet lagged and playing a really shit bird game. Let's do a couple more sick tricks. Oh. I don't think I can go up there. Okay, what's up here? Oh my god! Oh my god. I want him to go faster. I feel like I can't do many tricks unless he goes faster. Look how slow he's going. Okay, whoa! Okay, that was fast. Okay, let me do that again. Go up and then go down. Okay. Go up. Go up. Okay, now go down. Whee! Okay, there. Now we got some speed. Fuck. Okay, I give up. What time? I normally stream around 10:30 in Japan time. I'm not sure what time that is in America time. I'm sorry, guys. I love cats. I'm okay with dogs, though. Fluff and roll. Yeah, I was hesitating to say they're the lads community. Also, lads fans are mad too right now about something else. Please tell me what the Love and Deep Space community are mad about. My friends, like, I don't know, the Love and Deep Space game seemed a lot more predatory, in my opinion. Like, my friend showed me she wanted to buy this like towel for her favorite character, and the towel cost 4,000 yen for like a cosmetic item. Isn't that wild? I guess it's pretty similar to Infinity Nikki because like some of the cosmetic items, like if you bought it with money, it would just be like hundreds of dollars. But Infinity Nikki, like the outfits are part of the gameplay, and like that's how you get strong. So in that respect, they're not just cosmetic items, but this is just a fucking cosmetic item. It's sad. I don't know. The gaming industry is so fucked right now. It's like the only good gaming company is Larian, who made Baldur's Gate, because they let people mod their game as much as they want, and they're also really, really nice and inclusive. Thanks to bots on Instagram, I came from there. Yay! It looks like we're not gonna... What is this? Wait, what does this guy do? Is he gonna give me a quest? What does he say? Skate through the spots. Take mission. Okay, I can't believe it. Cool. Turn. Anthony Hawk. Oh my god, that's so funny. There's a predatory gacha going on right now for a 4-star that has no pity, but people who like to collect for a single character have it rough because of that. It's more complicated than that, but that's what I've gathered. It seems like a similar problem with just them making it hard to get shit and thus making people spend more money, and that sucks. Okay, skate through the spots. What spots? This? Oh, okay, sick. Okay, cool. Okay, this quest seems pretty easy. Wait. 3, 4. I think I'm not gonna be able to. Wait, maybe 5. Come on, Burp. Go. 7. 8. Oh wait, fuck. Is this one up? Okay, I'm kicked. 9. 10. I'm not gonna do this, guys. 11. Fuck, I need to do like a U-turn. Wait. 12. Come on. 13. What the fuck? I like bugged out. 13. 1 minute left. 14. Oh fuck, I think I saw it. I think it's down there. Yeah. Verb, get up. Verb, get up. Fuck. No. 15. 3 more. Come on. I think I see. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I'm not getting in and out. Okay, fuck. How do we get back up there? I was so close, actually. Oh man, I was close. I might try to do this quest one more time. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm like dying. So when are you back to work? I've been at work for 2 days already, so I'm already like, I went straight back to work, which is probably a mistake. He's an ant next to the seagull. Yeah, he's so small. I do want a little bird, but... Okay, let's try this again. Let's try... Oh, wait. F. Okay. It'd be like that in Japan. Yeah, I had to take off... It was Golden Week in Japan, so we had like a week off, but I still had to take some days off, so... For money reasons, I had to go straight back to work. Honestly, when I'm at work, I'm fine. It's just like as soon as I sit down, I just fall asleep. But that's fine. My students were very excited to see me. I bought everyone souvenirs. It was really cute. I am still looking for a new job though. But there's like nothing good. The job, right now, I don't know. I haven't seen any jobs that I'm interested in for like the longest time. This way. My job now is like, they're pretty nice. Like they let me just take 10 days or like a bunch of days of work like suddenly to go to America. So like my company now, they're not terrible, but I think whatever job you're in, it's important to try to look for an even better job. Because your company does not care about you. Oh wait, I think I have to go up now, right? Fuck. Come on, babe. Let's go. 8. 9. 10. 11. This is the part that messed me up last time. Okay. 13. As soon as I got back, I checked our Mii's world to see if anyone posted any more stuff. No, it bugged out. It like made me go through the ground. Okay, I'm kicked. No, I could have done it that time. Okay, this sucks. Like actually, this game is buggy as hell. What the hell? Ah. 15. No, it happened again. The same thing. Okay, I give up. I've been low-key thinking about becoming more of a dedicated streamer, but I don't know. Doubt I'm cut out for that. I think discover your own pace and keep increasing it. It sucks because like today, like some things just like a lot of like things happen that get in the way. Like sometimes my camera won't work, or OBS won't work, or something like that. So that kind of sucks. But I think that you'd be a very good screamer, Mai. You're very interesting to talk to, and you're good at talking. So I think that's the most important thing when being a streamer. Okay, I'm gonna give up now. Back at making fish. Ooh, eating is hard, but I'm grateful I can do it. What did you eat since you come back from Japan? I'm eating a cup noodle. Now, I wanted, the thing I missed when I was in Japan, when I was in the US, was cooking. So as soon as I come back, I actually did start cooking a lot. The first thing I made when I came back was like miso cream udon, and it was really good. But I've been working, so mostly I've been just eating like konbini food at my work. Hi. Okay, everyone, because my camera is fucked, I'm gonna end the stream a little bit early and then make sure that my camera is working for the next time. Thank you guys so much for coming. Sorry that you had to watch me be dog shit at a skateboarding bird game for like 30 minutes. I promise you my camera will be working next time. Next time we'll do a chatting stream, and then the time after that I want to play Mies one more time, and then I want to do a Nikki stream, and then there's another game that I would like to stream. So yeah. Sorry that we had to end it a little bit early today. Thank you for coming as always. And yeah, arigato. And the next video will be out in a couple of days. So if you guys want to see my next vlog, I'll try and put it out then. It was great seeing you. Sorry guys. Sorry the stream was a bit dog shit. Hope your body clock resets. I hope so. Honestly, my eyes are so red. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'll see you in the next one. I promise it won't be as dog shit.